Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem. Ninian is dead. Now only Nergal's echoing laughter remains. On Hector's advice, the group heads toward Ostia. They are weary to the bone, and they need time to regroup. Ostia is the most heavily guarded fortress city in all of Lycia. No enemy should have been able to breach its walls. As we move on and begin chapter 29, Sands of Time. Lord Hector! We're pleased to see you home alive and well. Where's my brother? He departed yesterday for a conference in Etruria. He's scheduled to return in a half-month's time. Etruria? That's a pity. Go and prepare rooms for my companions. They need rest. Yes, my lord. Greybeard, you know something, don't you? Tell me, what are we supposed to do now? A moment, lad. Yes, I suppose you're right to know. I first met Nergal some 500 years ago, wandering the Nabata wasteland. Like me, his only drive was the search for truth in this world. We were equals in power and knowledge, and we became fast friends. We believed we could solve the mysteries of the world. We truly believed. So what happened? A disagreement made at the height of our quest. One day, as I charted the mysteries of Nabata, I came across the most amazing village. It was unbelievable, but in that place, humans and dragons lived together in cooperation. Dragons and humans? Are you telling me they could live together in peace? At first, I doubted what my eyes showed me. But yes, the village truly did exist. That's amazing. The dragons that I beheld there, they were both similar to and different from the dragons I had fought hundreds of years before. Eliwood, are you... Please, go on. As you wish. They had refused to fight humans in the war, and instead they retreated to this wasteland. They desired nothing but to remain hidden from the outside. Nergal and I crafted a barrier and created an oasis for them. Upon their invitation, we lived there with them. Our life there, it was calm and satisfying. At some point, the village became known as Arcadia, a place of perfect peace for travelers gone astray. Arcadia? The dragons' libraries were a dream come true to us. We studied their language and history with unbridled passion. A century, then two. Time passed in an eye's blink, and yet slowly our thoughts turned down different paths. In what way? I wanted to share the dragon's wisdom with others. My hope was for our earthly paradise to spread outward. And Nergal? Nergal. He took the dragon's knowledge. He learned the art of stealing the essence from living creatures and turning it into power. It was terrible. When we discovered what he was doing, the elders and I tried to persuade him to stop. But the power bewitched him, and he was deaf to our pleas. He started with small creatures and grew ever more confident. Then he began draining the quintessence of humans. The villagers and I joined forces and defeated him. Or so we thought, but after he was banished from Arcadia, Nergal fled to Baran. He increased his power slowly to avoid our eye. Using quintessence, he made his puppets, the morphs. They're bewitching in form, with intellects beyond human. I'm sure you've laid eyes on them yourselves. Jet black hair, pale complexion, and blood red lips. Their most striking features are their glittering gold eyes. Attack! We're under attack! What? Lord Hector! It's bad. An unknown group has breached the castle walls. How did they get in the castle without anyone noticing them? They just appeared out of nowhere. The attack was so sudden, the castle guards were annihilated. Castle Ositia is famed far and wide as being impregnable. If it's been breached so easily, can we save it? It's Nergal. His magic created an entrance for its thugs within the castle. Blast! That's arrogant. No matter what, the throne must be protected. I'll not let the castle fall while my brother's away. Hold on, Hector. I'm going with you. Buck up, Eliwood. You've got to go too. Oliz, we need you. We need a plan. If we can hold them back for a while, reinforcements will come. So our job is to hold them back, is it? Right, let's check the map first of all and see ourselves gathered around this throne here, where we can use it to get some nice defense. Our party's full of members. It seems members that we don't usually have in battle as well, like Sarah here, so that's interesting. But we got a ton of archers in our path, as well as snipers to go with it. Any of these got poison weapons galore? That's not fun. Flux Nosferatus. Not a lot to steal, however, it seems. But a ton of enemies with poison stuff. Okay, we got a silence here, which is probably not good if it's cast on one of my castles. We've got a sleep as well. I should look to steal them, possibly, if I can, that is. But poison bows galore. We got a sword slayer that drops there. And Denning is our boss by the look of it. He's got himself a face, but that is definitely the eyes of a morph, isn't it? Right, so from here, what else do we have on the map? We have ourselves chests. Chests. A group of ours that are separated from the rest. So we're going to have to devise strategy, and looks like places for reinforcements I'm not sure allied or not to come from. Doesn't seem like there's any green units on the field, so that's good. Right, these are weird. But it's time to get defending, or time to get fighting, and time to choose who goes where. So first of all, of course, we get ourselves our lovely fortune. Or we don't, because it seems maybe a certain person is a bit struck by what just recently happened. So we've got no fortune here, but now we've got to pick our units and get everything ready, trade it over. So let's do that first with the power of editing. So we get started finally on the actual fight here. For chapter 29, Protect the Throne, we've picked all our units with 18 units possible here. Sarah, Jafar and Vida are coming along for the battle, though I don't exactly want them to be doing so much fighting here, because of course they're not really part of my main force at this point in time, though Vida's stats are very good anyway, at least, so we can use these two very well. They're very serviceable. In fact, Jafar is still arguably better than Matthew, but Matthew's got a place in our hearts. We got Urk now relegated completely, and one I would have took, which was Niels here, who's joined us again, is seemingly not able to be taken along for the battle. So, he's not giving us fortunes, not taking part in the battle at all. We've chosen our 4 units to be separated from the pack, so I'll show you them as we start the battle and deploy Melinus, who's coming along for us this time. And we'll see exactly what we have to fight. Look at that! Bowman as far as the eye can see. Oliz, do you have something against me? Ha! You know better than that. Let me tell you, Vida is not your average wyvern rider. Oliz, sit back and watch me perform. This is a message from Lord Nergal. I await you on the Dread Isle. This is a message from Lord Nergal. I await you on the Dread Isle. What? This is a message. Is he some kind of PA system? Is that all it's been programmed as? Tell all the soldiers. Take your posts. Don't move. Hold your positions. All we can do is hold on until reinforcements arrive. I think you'll find we can do more than that. Eliwood! What? Don't overexert yourself. I'm fine. I'm not that weak. Pronounce overexert correctly. Ninian, Nils is over there. You're one of Lord Hector's guests, aren't you? You shouldn't be out here. It's too dangerous. Go and hide in that room. Do you understand? And so the player phase begins, though, with a load of green knights here defending against a ton of poisonous bows here. I think it's the snipers that don't have good weaponry, or well, longbow's fairly good, so if we use them as our rogue to be hit first of all and hope the damage is spread out to them, apart from this guy who's got flux and he'll easily take out someone, we should be able to follow up the turn after that with some nice nifty little damage if we place ourselves ready and right. So now, without no clue of who's Matthew and who's Jafar based on looks, it gets a bit more complicated. What we want to do is we want to set everyone up into a nice position able to strike. Sarah will be off in the middle. Lindis we can get over to here. We'll separate here. How many units do we expect to come up this side? 4 or maybe even 5? This guy will probably get close as well if he tends to advance, so if we make sure we've got 5 attacking units down this side, we've got Vida there, we've got Sane as well. We move Sane to back here-ish, he'll be able to charge on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And then we need a 5th of our attacking units. Oswin, in fact, I should have probably moved down to here as well to protect rather than Heath, but Heath will do well all the same. Canas is here to heal and keep everyone alive, plus he's a tanky guy himself. And then there'll probably be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish guys on this side. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, we're not really going to have enough to go bursting forward and attacking, are we? In fact, for some respects, I kind of want to go forward with Oswin here, equip something ranged, and let them come on to him, because Oswin's bound to stand up more against this kind of assault. The Luna here is the problem, which he's out of range of. Maybe if he takes all the arrow shots, it'll be fine. So there we go, we'll get Dart, we'll get Hector around. We'll get Eliwood on this side as well. He's got a horse, so we'll be able to go in pretty far. Florina will be able to nuke whoever she wants. We get our Lady Spellcast around here, which can attack with a bolt in at this point. There'll be 5 plus on that side. Lego can back up whatever side he wants to. In fact, to be honest, you should probably go down that side, Lego, considering the fact that there's chests down this way if we burst you through. And then we can get round this side with Jafar, I guess, here. And then Vida can fill in wherever she wants. So we'll separate everyone, let these guys take the damage. Apart from that, however, you stand to take damage from a promoted unit here. Nosferatu and silence on him. Well, we could have chose to steal it. We could also choose to finish the guy using a longbow straight off the bat. So Rebecca, take that guy out. That's a lot of setup to be done here. Of course, we're just using the lure them on tactic right now, and hopefully they do go for Oswin as she gains strength and luck. She's like one of our highest strength units at the moment, isn't she? I think only Sane can rival the strength, more or less. I'm not too sure. It's like, okay, Lynn's quite high for strength. Eliwood isn't so much. Hector isn't even. Oh, Hector's 20. Rebecca's got an amazingly high amount of stats for what I'd expect her to have. In fact, Jafar's nearly capped for his strength. So that's interesting. People have more strength than I think, but Sane, of course, is the strength powerhouse here. Right, apart from that, we've got ourselves a ton of archers that can't reach through into this domain. Apart from you, sir, who has a Nosferatu, if I manage to move you forward, and this guy is out of range with a killing edge here. If I move you forward to here, equip you up with a Luna, you should be able to tank and destroy the opposition that comes towards you if I keep you near this edge as well, sir. I imagine these guys will try to attack you, so go hand axe them. Heath, you can do something. I mean, your res isn't that high after all. Let's just leave you as you are. I think that's one turn done, and then we'll see what the enemy decides to do after this fact. Poor green units, you're very sacrificial right now, though they don't do too much damage to you. Maybe you'll survive long enough that Sarah, Priscilla, and all that can possibly even heal you. In fact, doesn't even our lovely Lady Nino have a heal as well? Well, they're probably going to victimize one unit in general. But here we go, hand axe goes through. ×2. No poison bow hits Raven. Raven's got a lot of avoidance stats. Which means maybe the guy will come in with Luna on us, though I'm pretty sure they're going to go for the weaker green units. They're unpromoted, they can do damage to them even if it is a smidgen. Right, we have successfully lured a unit. Nosferatu that deals 1 damage, that probably won't even hit. And prepare for the second attack. Ah, second attack critical is what usually happens. Completely wasteful critical. Well, a double Luna works out quite nicely. We've got more Lunas in the bank to replace that with. Canas is a perfect unit for taking a front line like this. And of course, Mr. Flux here is definitely going to take down one of these Ositian Knights. He was always going to be faster than them and able to just pierce through their resistance. Done and done. Flux can be a nasty ability, eh? But it seems we didn't manage to get the lure on. Hello. Okay, we managed to get a Flux over to Raven. However, I'm expecting a dodge. And a double axe with a critical at the end. Works in my favour. Raven levels up yet again. Go on, gain some strength, sir. You kind of need it at this point. No, extra speed. You're going to be just the dodge man. I'd say you've been gimped for strength overall, but you're a very good unit for feeding onto other units some experience. Ah, you've chosen to attack Oswin. You might be able to poison me. I doubt it, though, as that spear just came through horribly. And I'm faster than you to enough to double. Oswin levels up yet again. Go on, gain some more speed. Just throw it in his face. Well, skill, res, defense. More tanky. Okay, you've decided to go for the Ositian Knight. You can't do any damage to, apart from poison. He should live all the same, shouldn't he? Right, it's how this group that we've got going on over here managed to survive these attacks, though, that interest me. Alright, another Ositian Knight takes damage. Sarah, you're going to need to get in and heal that one. He will go down in time now. Oh, a critical. Aren't you lucky? Poor Knight. Oh, he survives. He's on the edge of his HP. I could save that one as well. I don't know why I want to save these units, but it seems kind of cruel to just leave them to all die. Right, we've got a long-range sleep spell coming in. Which worries me indeed, because now we really need to take this guy out. If he casts sleep and actually gets it on one of my units, that's a problem. Right, a little bit of damage there. Oh, the Ositian Knight is poisoning himself down. No, they're all dying. We can't let this be. Well, they're successfully retreating. Do they have vulneraries? I hope they do. And you're going to attack, sir. You are the brave. Yes, retreat, if that's what you're doing, but I think personally you're actually trying to move into battle, aren't you? Well, you managed to survive. No one attacked you, strangely enough. So now it's our turn to fight once more. And if I'm right in saying, we could get rid of that sleep staff nicely right now. Apart from that, we would be taking a lot of possible hits from poison bows over to Rebecca, but I think she's got the dodge skill, don't you? So let's finish off that guy and make sure that we don't get sleeped. Farewell to you. We could have stole something. Meh. Whatever. We took down the promoted units with Rebecca here. You're asleep. This guy can't do anything. You're poisoned. It's bad times all around. Right. The one other thing we could do is retreat to a maximum distance and then go in. Or we could stick Mr. Dodge at the front line with his hand axe and then watch the fun commence. I think that sounds like a good idea as well. But in the meantime, we've got to break through. We've got to defend all these units. The 1 HP one is way out of range. Do they have vulneraries on them? No, they don't. He's just trying to stay alive no matter what. And we can keep him there nice and alive anyway. Sarah can come in for the heal. And then the rest of our units can break down these lines of archers no problem by getting in their faces, I'm sure. So join me next time as we look to take out what looks to be 11 units plus in one turn. Bye-bye.